Hey folks, it's Chad here with Airstream in Greensboro, and today we're making a video of every Airstream International floor plan now. Real quick, before we get started, if you're wondering, does Airstream have any inventory, Airstream in Greensboro have any inventory? The answer to that question is yes. We have inventory. If you're in the market for an Airstream and want to see a few different models all at one time, well, make Airstream in Greensboro your stop because we have inventory. Now we're going to start right here with the 23-foot International because that's going to be your shortest and lightest Airstream International model. Now 2025 comes with powered stabilizers just like the Globetrotter. You also have the powered awning as well with the International. Now this is a 24 and it's the only 24 I'm going to show you. Everything else is a 25. Now this 24 is currently for sale, and if you're looking for the best price on a 23-foot International that's new, this is the one. So give me a call. Let me just pop in here and show you this interior here. Now this is the Aqua. Now the thing about the 23-foot is it's going to have probably the best bathroom of all of the International floor plans, I would say. But it's not necessarily going to have the best rest of the area. Like everything else is not necessarily going to be the best. Now this is a queen bed. You do have the option on the 23-foot International to go with a twin bed. So you'd have two single twin beds on either side. And we are going to have some storage here. Really nice kind of wardrobe on the 23-foot right there with some drawers underneath there, and then right there. You also have lots of storage underneath the bed. We have another large wardrobe right here across from that other one, that main one. And then of course with the International, your lights are going to be lit, or the cabinets have the lights in them. We also have a cabinet here. We have the different style radio for some reason in this one. I think JL audio is still what we see in the other ones. You have the option for a convection microwave or a propane oven, so it's one or the other on this floor plan. And of course we have a 3-burner stovetop right there, and then storage up above. And then this one's going to have the pantry that pulls out right here, kind of a skinny pantry, the same pantry that you're going to find on the 25-foot, which I'm going to show you here in just a second. Now let me show you this huge bathroom. Get the light turned on. There we go. So just a great bathroom in the 23-foot. It's the only floor plan that has a bathroom that is all in one spot. Like it's a closed room. There's a shower. It's also, I think, the largest shower. That pink stuff is just from winterization. It's also the largest shower of all of the International floor plans. We're going to have a stainless steel surface mounted sink right there. And we've got storage under here and storage all back there. And of course you've got your commode right there. It does sit a little bit high on the 23-foot floor plan. Now let me walk over and we're going to find the 25-foot. I'm going to show you the 25-foot. All right, we are making our way to the 25-foot. That's a 30-foot bunk right there, Flying Cloud. You don't see a whole lot of those. 30-foot Globetrotter right there. That's a 30-foot Flying Cloud. We got Warren over here blowing the leaves. And that's the 27 Globetrotter. So this should be the 27 International. So here's the 25-foot International. Now, your big difference between the 23 going to the 25 is you actually have a wider body. So this is going to be 8 foot, 5.5 inches, where the 23-foot is going to be 8 feet. Now you get a little bit heavier tongue weight on these, and I'll put down in the description kind of all of the different floor plans and then their weights and stuff. That'd be a lot to try to go through all of that in this video. Now one big thing I'll point to right here, you're going to have 2 little windows there because the sink is there on this one, and this would be your campsite here. With a 23-foot, you have 2 large windows. On the Flying Cloud, the 25-foot International, those windows are going to move to this side. So they're going to be on your roadside, as they like to call it. All right, let's pop inside, see if we can get some lights on. Now, a big change is going to be really your living space. Everything's different, honestly. With it, when you get to a 25-foot, from the 23, it's really a whole different floor plan. So we have a dinette back here. We've got a long sofa that comes around. Of course, you're going to have storage up there. There's storage underneath all right here, and then underneath that guy right there. Now, this is the radio that we normally will see, the JL Audio. It's a nice radio right there. And then your kitchen space is also going to improve a little bit as well. That beep is the water heater telling us that it doesn't have propane. It will stop here in a second. If you hear the beep, you may not hear the beep on video, but we're going to have a much nicer kitchen area with a 25 foot. 27 is going to feel a lot like the 25. We got some storage under there. We've got storage all above up here. And as I mentioned, in the 23, we have that same pull out in the 25 right there. And a similar little cereal box storage above. The same 3-burner stovetop. Now this has the same option to do either a convection microwave or a propane oven. The propane oven is going to be standard. The convection will be optional. And you got to pick one or the other. You can't have either if you want, or you can't have both. If you want both, you want a microwave and an oven, you have to go to the 27 foot. We're also going to go to a larger refrigerator. This is going to be 8.1 cubic foot. TVs are going to be basically the same, except for you get 2 in the 25 foot, where you get 1 in the 23 foot. It does come around so you can see that at the dinette. And these are 12 volt smart TVs, and they're now bezel-less. They do have one bezel here at the bottom that's nice and silver and does go quite well with the rest of the Airstream aesthetic. Now this is the seashell cushion. The other color option is the aqua. That was in the 23 foot that we just looked at. The only thing that's going to change between the two is going to be the cushion color. Everything else you see in here will be the same. Only the cushion color changes. Now as far as storage and as far as wardrobe, excuse me, you're going to have this single wardrobe here in the middle. And if you go with the queen bed, this is the only wardrobe there. Now this bath shower is going to change. If you want to see me in a shower to see kind of what it looks like, go check out my video on the 25 foot international. And then our bathroom is going to be across. Hello. You'll have this mirror here that does have storage behind it right there. And then storage up there on that shelf. You've got, of course, your countertop here with your surface mounted stainless steel sink. Storage back there. And we'll have some storage in this area here. And then on the 25 and 27, you're going to have a toilet that's a little bit catty corner, because this is not going to be as deep as the 28 or the 30. You'll see that when we get to it here in just a second. So make sure you hang out to see those. Of course, you get the porthole window on the International, one of my favorite aesthetic pieces with the International. Let me flip around here. So this also happens to be a queen bed. Again, you could do this as a twin bed, so you'd have 2 single twins on each side. Lots of storage underneath this twin bed. Now when we pop around, oh, I forgot about this one. You do have this wardrobe on the 25 that you don't get on the 27 with the queen bed, but you do get it on the 25 foot. Of course, pull out drawers here as well, right there. And then if you go for the twin bed, you're going to have a single wardrobe right here, no drawers. That would be the difference that you'll see. The other thing I want to mention, we do have a split bath here, which is a little bit controversial. You do have this curtain here that comes across, so you can separate this area from the front. You also have it here in the back as well. So you have the ability to, do kind of a tunnel there, separate it from both spaces, or just close the front one. And then you kind of have an ensuite, and you've got your main bedroom here. If you go to the twin bed, you've got a nice long hall here in the middle. And I'll have a video where I compare the twin bed with the queen bed. I'll pop that somewhere so you can find that real easy if you want to see it. There is room around this bed on the 25 to get around. There's not near the amount of room with the queen bed on the 23 foot. Because it goes almost, I think it goes all the way over. I mean, it's almost all the way over, because you have almost half a foot more width here on this 25 foot than you do on the 23 foot. We do have a TV in here, as I mentioned. That is on a swivel arm. The one in the living space is not. You do have the option to do 2 air conditioners on the 25 foot. I recommend that. That's going to be the second one there. It's a 13.5. If you choose to get that air conditioner, you're going to lose a vent up there, because it takes the place of that vent. And then your 13.5 is going to be right there. And that's going to be your main AC. So if you only get one AC, that one will still be there. The forward one won't. And then that's your control for that AC. And that one controls the furnace as well. That's the only controller out of the 2 that controls the furnace. So this is the 25-foot floor plan. Let's walk right beside us, and we're going to check out the 27-foot floor plan. Turn this light off. I think I forgot to turn the light off on the 23, which means I'm going to have to walk all the way back up there and turn that light off when I'm finished making this video. So here's the 27. This happens to also be a queen bed. I'm going to show you a twin bed today, but this one's the queen. It's a 27-foot, so the storage outside is going to move up here. The storage on the 25 and the 23 is going to be off the campsite side right there. What else is different? Of course, this is going to be longer. You're going to be a total of 28 foot in total length. 25 is going to be 26 foot, I think 2 inches in total length. A little bit heavier here. The 27 actually has a little bit of a lower tongue weight than the 25 foot. And that's because I just made a video of this 27. I'll link that above if you want to see the full video. But you just have more. So the reason the tongue weight is lighter on the 27 foot versus the 25 foot is there's more space from that front axle. There's more length to the tongue, so you got more leverage. So this actually has a little bit lower tongue weight, and then it's just a little bit heavier on your dry weight. It's so close that I don't think you can say I want to get the 25 foot because it's lighter, or I want to get the 27 because, you know, it's a little bit heavier. That's not, you know, it's not enough of a difference for it to really matter. Now with the 27 foot, this front section is going to feel very much the same, and this again is the seashell. Same kind of dinette, same storage areas up here, same storage up there. The difference between the 25 and 27 is going to be first right here in the kitchen. We actually have bigger drawers here, almost twice the size, or twice the width. And then, you know, these are full extension, both on the 27 and the 25. We have the Corning countertop, of course, in the International. But you get a little bit more counter space right here. And then you also get a little bit more storage space up here in this top compartment that you don't get on the 25, simply because the whole area is longer. Now again, this has the convection microwave, which is an option, but on the 27 foot, you have the ability to get the standard propane oven, and you would still have a microwave up here in the top part of this pantry. Now, this pantry is going to pull out, and this is going to be another one of those big differences between a 25 and 27. You just have a absolutely massive pantry, and then you don't get this pantry anywhere else on the International. To get this pantry on a longer floor plan, you have to go to the 30-foot Globetrotter to get that same pantry. And then you also get a larger storage area above that pantry, so you can put a whole lot of cereal boxes in there. And then swinging around here, we're going to have the same refrigerator right here. It's 8 cubic foot, 12-volt refrigerator, same 12-volt TV. But you get a double wardrobe here in the middle on the 27-foot versus the single wardrobe on the 25-foot right there. Now, as we move to the middle, the shower is going to be exactly the same as the 25-foot, so no real difference here. The same little bump out right there that gets in the way of your feet. And then the bathroom area is going to be exactly the same as well. So same mirror, same storage back there, same storage underneath the sink area and countertop there. And again, this has a catty-cornered toilet, and you'll know why I'm pointing that out as we get to the bigger floor plans. Now, another big change for the 27-foot is we're going to go to a north-south queen bed. So if you really like the queen bed, you really want to have one single bed, this would be the one to do it on, mainly because you can actually get up at night and easily walk around each side here. We also get two, what are those called? Nightstands on each side. You get a nightstand on each side. You get double the power in here as far as 120 volt. You also have 12 volt power on each side as well, right there. This corner here is where you'll find all of your power stuff, like your inverter, your 12 volt distribution box, your smart shunt, all of that kind of stuff. Solar charge controller is going to be down there. We have the storage up here, of course. Now there's no wardrobe right here, and there's no drawers here because that is a walkway to be able to get around the bed. So that's one of the things you're going to give up when you choose the 27 over the 25. And then, of course, we have that TV right there as well. Now, if you opt for the twin bed in the 27-foot, you're actually going to get wardrobes on each side. So there'll be a wardrobe there with the TV, and then a wardrobe right here with no TV. Now, one thing I will point out, on the 25 foot, there goes Warren again, getting all the leaves up out of the lot. On the 25 foot, there's only a wardrobe here. That's a shorter floor plan. The beds actually go right up against the wall here, so they don't put a wardrobe there because it'd get the TV a little too far over top of the bed, and it would be, I think, a little bit awkward. On the 27, when you do twin beds, you're actually going to have about a half a foot of space right here. So the bed will kind of stop kind of in that area, and then that will just be open, and you can use that for storage, pillows, whatever it is that you might want to do. So this is the 27, so a couple of feet longer, but it really does make a difference when it comes to interior storage versus the 25 foot. So the next one we need to walk to is going to be the 28 foot, and we've got to walk back up towards the 23 foot to get to it, because it's up that way. And it's a 2025, but it happens to be a pre-owned 2025 that is a great deal right now if you're looking for a 28 RB International 2025 model year, because you get those powered stabilizers. All right, let me flip the camera around and we'll walk back up to where the 28 foot is. Okay, we're walking back to the 28. Again, that's a 30 foot bunk, which is really cool. And we have a 30 foot rear bed. Oh, it's right there, 30 foot rear bed. It's so rare to have those kinds of floor plans on the lot. This is a 25 Flying Cloud. That is a 30 foot 2025 Classic for sale right now. You could get it right now with the estate brown interior. Very nice interior. Oh, look, hey, here's the 28 RB International. Now, again, I said this is pre-owned, and actually already has the lift kit on it. So if you got this, it would already have the lift. You're basically getting the lift for free, which is great. It does have lithium batteries in it, and it has the 2 ACs. Now let's go inside and look at the 28 RB International. So RB meaning rear bed. I'll point out one difference. The lock is actually installed upside down. You can see that by the little logo right there for the rear bed, because the door opens the opposite way. All of the rear beds do that for some reason. Now let's see. Get some lights on. We got those lights on. Where's the overhead? Missing it. There it is. Okay, so coming up, now this is seashell as well. We're gonna have storage underneath this whole area. Now this pulls out into a bed, and I didn't mention that, but in the dinette area of the 27 and 25, the sofa pulls out and makes into a bed, and the dinette obviously goes down and makes into a bed. But you have this really nice sofa. That sofa is going to oppose your living space, so it's off the front. The TV's right there, so you can sit down and see the TV. You've got a really nice separate, more traditional dinette right here. That's a little bit thicker table than what you get, thicker as in wider, than what you get on the 27, 25 front beds. You also have this really cool kind of bare, what do they call it, rough edge wood look on the light Italian plywood. That is supposed to be that way. Of course, there's a little bit of storage under each of these benches right here for the dinette. That table does go down and make it into a bed as well. See if I can get some more lights on. So one big difference with this, other than the fact that it's a rear bed, is you have this sofa kind of going across the front. Now, as far as, you know, the sofa and comfort, things like that, it's an Airstream. It's Airstream comfort, if that makes sense to you. If you've never been in an Airstream, you're interested in buying an Airstream, you definitely should get to a dealer's lot, one of the Airstream lots near you. Come here to Airstream in Greensboro, go to a show, get inside, sit down on the cushions, you know, do those kinds of things. Now, as far as your kitchen area, one of the downsides to the 2028 RB, there's no pantry anywhere. There's no pantry. It doesn't exist. Could be one here if Airstream wanted to put it there. They choose not to. At the request of all salespeople in the industry, they still don't do it. We do have the 3-burner stovetop. We have the optional convection. It can also be the standard propane. You'll have a little bit of storage under here. And then you've got this storage here for the kitchen area with a pull out right there with your silverware organizer. And right there. Oh, of course, your trash cans right there. And then we're going to have the storage that's up here for the 28 RB right there. Now, I absolutely love this floor plan. My only downside, the only thing I'm just turning the lights on now. where's that light switch? There it is. The only thing I really truly fault this floor plan for is the fact that it doesn't have a pantry. I think that's the biggest downside to this floor plan. It's just that it doesn't have a pantry. Right there's all your lights. Again, that's the power, the controls for the power awning. And then we do have some storage back there on the 28 RB right here. You open this real quick. Not necessarily doing full videos. We do have a video that's on the International. We do have, let me close this door. We do have a 8 cubic foot refrigerator right there. And if you could hear that leaf blower, you can barely hear it now, and it's just right outside. Airstreams are very quiet if you're wondering. So refrigerator there. We do have a little spice rack right there, which is nice. It's nice to have that. I will give them that. 12 volt smart TV, as I mentioned before. Now, one of the things I really like, he's chasing me right now, I'll tell you. I like that the windows for the dinette area are on the campsite side and not the road side. That's something I really like about this floor plan. So you can be sitting here at the dinette and you can be looking out over your campsite. Say your kids are out there playing or whatever it might be, grandkids, you can do that. And then you're looking over top of your campsite and not your neighbor's site, which is what the 25 and 27 is going to give you. And the 30, which we'll be looking at next. Now, on this floor plan, as far as the wardrobe, you're just going to have this single wardrobe. I have seen people turn this into a pantry. You know, add some shelves in here, make that a pantry, and then you just don't have a wardrobe. I don't know how I feel about that, but that is a possibility. You do get this mirror right here that you don't get on any other floor plans. Let's this in the 30, but I don't think it is, and we'll go be looking at that one here in just a second. Now, this bathroom is going to be a little bit different than the 25 and 27. The first thing I'm going to point to, that toilet is not cornered. It's not catty cornered. It's actually straight, and that is because this whole bathroom is deeper than the 25 and 27. You also have kind of a different mirror situation here. We've got kind of an angled mirror there, and then an even more angled mirror right here. Like, if you go straight and look straight, you can see what we're looking at. But you can look up, you know, and you can see your hair and things. Way more mirrors in this floor plan than what you get in most Airstreams. There's not the little magnifier in here. You could easily add that if you wanted to. And as far as storage, you know, we're going to have good storage in here. You also have a longer counter space in here because this is a deeper bathroom. And the biggest difference with this bathroom, and I'll try to show it here, but you can easily, let's see, let me flip the camera around, grab the door. But you can easily stand here with the door shut and go to the bathroom. It's not as easy to do that, to do this on the 25 or 27. Now, most of the time it's just me and Laura, my wife, and our 25 foot, so it's not that big of a deal, but just something to know. Like the 28, you can shut that door and easily sit down, use the bathroom, easily stand there and go to the bathroom, guys. You know what I'm talking about. Now, the shower, let's see, is it different on the 28? And it is different. So I feel like it might be a little bit wider. I'd have to measure it, but the biggest difference is going to be down here at the bottom. On the 25 and 27, it kind of cuts back here and then opens up a little bit. The 28, that is all one big seat right there. So you can sit down, which is nice, but your feet aren't gonna, you can't kind of, you know, straddle that a little bit, which is what I do on mine, my 25. You do all of them have the little wand here. We have the lights, we have vents. Right there, exhaust vents, they all have that. Except for the 23 foot. It doesn't have a exhaust vent in the bathroom. Now, this is a twin bed. This is basically what you're going to see in all of the other floor plans if they have a twin bed. Now, this just happens to be a rear bed. There's a little bit of space here at the end of the bed. You actually get more space right here for storage when it's a 27 front bed. There's more there. And then this one, gives you wardrobes on both sides. I do have a video doing a full walkthrough of a 28 RB International if you want to see the full walkthrough and us talk about everything. The TV is going to be on this side, which is it the same side and it's backwards? I don't know, it feels like the opposite side. TV there, and then you've got your controls for your second AC and then your lights and things in here. And then this will be the twin beds. You've got the shared nightstand here in the middle with a drawer that pulls out. The single power plug right there but then you do have 12-volt USB on each side. So everybody has their own USB-C and Type A. You get one of each, and then you got the shared power in the middle. Remember, on the queen bed, you actually get 2 of those. And then on the 28 RB, if you go with the queen bed, it's also going to be a north-south queen bed. The difference is this area here where you walk around the bed is going to be slightly tighter because this is not quite as long, this space here, as the 27 foot, if that makes sense. Now, of course, on the twin beds, we're going to have storage underneath on each side, and then you share a little bit of this storage on the outside because you get more outside storage with the 28 RB. All right, so that's the 28 RB. I think I've hit everything. You do get 2 skylights. When you go up to the 27, 28s, and 30s, you get a single skylight here in the front. It would be just that one, a kind of squared one on the 25 foot, and then the 23 foot. So that's the 28 foot. I really like this floor plan. I just wish Airstream would add a pantry right here, and it would be, I think, the perfect Airstream floor plan. Now, a big thing, difference here, to kind of point out, with the rear dinette, of course, your dinette, your living space is going to be in the back of the camper, and you can back into a nice spot. And your dinette, your kind of eating area, is going to be in that panoramic window, which is kind of a classic Airstream thing, I feel like, to be able to do that. But you could also easily lay across this couch, have that window open, and have a great view out the front of your camper if you wanted to do that as well. So that is one of the things, or changes or differences between the 28 and the 27 front bed, or I should say the rear bed and the front bed. But I really like this floor plan. It also feels very open. If you go to the Flying Cloud, you lose these 2 port windows here, and you get a cabinet up here. So you actually have extra storage on the Flying Cloud if you're wanting this 28 RB, but you need some more storage. The Flying Cloud may be the option, or the one to go with. All right, let's walk back over. I think Warren, our detail guy, is finished with blowing leaves, so we won't have, oh, I forgot the lights. Let me get those. Get the lights right there. Boom. All right, 12-volt power, or the battery has been disconnected. All right, so we're going to walk all the way down. That one at the very end is going to be the 30-foot International, and I'll probably do some editing wizardry and cut this whole section out. Okay, we have made it to the 30-foot International. This will be the last one in this video because it's the longest. It's a rear bed. This happens to be a twin bed. I can just tell because there's a compartment here on this side. Now there's no storage on the front, and this area here, I think you do get some storage, if I remember correctly, on the 30, under the, yep, right there under the seat, the sofa in the front. You get a whole lot more window. I mean, just a ton of windows. Remember, I told you those windows for the dinette are on the opposite side, on the 30 versus the 28. They're right there. And International too, you get standard window awnings. So that's not an option. You don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to get window awnings with the, current model year. Let's see how this does. And I will tell you, when this one came in, I'm going to turn all the lights on as we start this video. When this got here, Laura happened to be, I think she was here. See all the lights? You got one more light. The massive bathroom. That's the one I got to get. Bathroom's so big it has a window. All right, so when this first got here, I'll just tell you, I think Laura, my wife, was here when we were doing some videos. And I was like, hey, you got to go look at this 30-foot International. And she came into it, and I will tell you, we both were like, wow. I'm just saying, like, this floor plan. It's a 30-foot, so it's a little bit long. And, there's lots of discussion on length and what works and doesn't work and which length you should get or shouldn't get. And I think that's very much a personal decision. Now, on the 28 versus the 30, this sofa right here, this area, whatever you want to call that, is going to be longer on the 30. So it's just longer this way on the 30. You still have the same storage underneath here, and you also still have the same storage back there that I showed you on the 28. And of course, you've got the panoramic window right there that really should be open for display. Now we get 3 really nice porthole windows up there, which has a feel. This kind of has the same feel as the 30-foot Globetrotter. The difference is on the 30-foot Globetrotter, you have 3 of those 2 windows. So that window combination there, where you've got the porthole and then a window that opens above it, it's going to be another one of those, and it's basically the same distance between each of those. So it's very symmetrical, and it's a cool look. But I also like this too. Like, this is nice. Like, it's a lot of windows, and if you're out in the middle of nowhere, that's going to be quite the view. Now we have the dinette here. It's on the opposite side, so that's going to be the roadside, or what I like to call the business side, where you do all of your, your hoses and stuff. It's going to be on that side. It's also going to be the other camp spot if you're in a row of campsites, say like Myrtle Beach, Ocean Lakes. Now the kitchen area is going to feel very similar to the 28, even though it's on the other side, but this whole section is going to be longer on the 30. Obviously it's a bigger camper than the 28, so you get quite a bit more counter space. We're also going to get some more storage, so we get all of this right here, and then you get this down here and there, and then because your convection microwave is right here. Convection microwave, you can do a propane oven here. You've got also all of these huge pullouts here. They pull out, and you get a, oh, that doesn't pull out. Wish that was a pull out. That would be even better. That would have been more spectacular if it all 3 pulled out. We've got the same 3-burner stovetop that you've seen in every International with the cover, which I really like. Of course, these do have the little blue lights if you're into that kind of thing. We'll have our solar charge controller right there. We've got our 2000 watt inverter control, our sea level monitor, all that kind of stuff that you get. Really large porthole windows. This is going to be on your campsite side. So if you decide to buy this floor plan and you're standing here washing dishes and the door is not open, you would be looking out over your campsite and maybe see your grandkids and kids out there playing. Of course, there's blinds that pull down, and then we have a very large storage area, so large that they decided to break it up here in the middle. Now it's still, like, this one still goes over and kind of covers this side up. So when I try to open that one, it's going to hit there. And that's one of the downsides to the design aesthetic of the International. These covers kind of run into each other when you're trying to, open one. You got to kind of open the other one. That, hey, not everybody's going to like that, and not everybody's going to love it. It depends on what your taste is and what your style is, whether or not it's perfect for you. It is backlit, which I really like, that you have the ability to turn that on and off. Of course, we've got the little puck lights underneath. Oh, hey, the 30, guess what? I mean, 30, we had to get to a 30-foot to get a pantry. Isn't that crazy? Come on, Airstream. All right, not to harp on Airstream. I love Airstream. You guys know that. But you got to go to the 30-foot from the 28 to get a pantry. Of course, when there's nothing in these guys can fall in transit. But they are adjustable, so you can bring those up and down as you would like to do. And then push that back in. And there is this little bit of storage here. They do this kind of round accent here. This design choice here. I'm sure that that adds a little bit of cost in the manufacturing. So when you open this, there's actually, that's not the front, even though it's the front, it's there. So just pointing that out. But you have a little bit of storage right there. And then by going to the 30-foot, you also get a 10 cubic foot refrigerator over the 8 cubic foot refrigerator. And where we see that is at the top. There's not that little goofy storage up there on this floor plan, on the 30-foot floor plan, because that refrigerator goes basically, almost all the way to the top. So you get quite a large refrigerator. Let's see, did they give you an extra? Hey, 3 shelves. Yeah, we're cooking with what's it? Cooking with butter? What's that phrase? Yeah, I don't know. Lots of storage. I mean, just a huge refrigerator, 12-volt refrigerator. And honestly, when you go from the freezer is the same. The freezer is the same size, but the refrigerator, you get more refrigerator. But when you look at the 10-foot cubic versus the 8-foot cubic, the 10-foot really does look bigger. Like, it's, I don't know, it just looks bigger. We do get 2 wardrobes in the 30-foot, which is really nice. You get, I guess, the double wardrobe, I should say. Sorry, I opened that door with the camera, so there's no telling what craziness just happened. But you get the 2 wardrobes there. I'm not going to show you the bathroom yet, because holy smokes, the bathroom. I'm just telling you. All right, shower is basically the same as the 28. So you get that same kind of shelf right there, seat, whatever you want to call it. It does feel a little bit deeper. Maybe. I need to measure that. I should measure that. Okay. And then this is a twin bed. I'm going to show you that in a second. I'll show you the twin beds in a second. Let me just show you this bathroom. I mean, this bathroom is even bigger than the 28, and the 28's big. So it's just a huge bathroom for an Airstream. Let me just say that, because I can see the comments now. Well, that's not big. You should see my North Point. Yeah, I know the North Point's going to be a bigger bathroom, but that's not the same type of camper. This is a camper. It's a huge bathroom. Of course, you got the tankless water heater. We've got these really nice curved doors here. Sometimes I just forget words. I'm telling you. The curved doors here, which I love that. That's on our kitchen has doors like that, and I love it on our 2020 Flying Cloud. Surface mounted stainless steel sink here. A nice large countertop. You've got even another pull out here with the toilet paper holder. I will say that's I would say that's not in the best place, but storage underneath here. Now, here's the thing I'm going to say about this floor plan. Oh, let me just show you this real medicine cabinet. Very nice medicine cabinet. Now, the only mirror in this one is right here. I think you could take this off and put a bigger mirror right here, like maybe a square mirror, and then move this to here, to right there, and still have it, but then have like a normal size mirror. Also love the window that you have that option, and there's storage up here in the 30-foot. Now let me flip this around, and I mentioned this in the 28, and I did the same thing, but like there's so much room in this bathroom, it's crazy. And I'm saying this based on the Airstream, so you know, it's just like, I mean, the door's shut, and I can turn around. There's just a lot of room. You can actually sit down very easy in this bathroom and have the door shut if you want to, if that's a big important thing to you. The 30-foot and the 28 RB has the ability to do that. But that bathroom is phenomenal. I mean, it's just, I think I'd almost buy this floor plan, you know, if I won the lottery, just for that bathroom. All right, so twin beds, again, you have the option to do queen beds. This seems to have the same storage space here, so the same width or same length bedroom as the 28 RB. We're also going to have the same wardrobes on each side as you saw on the 28, because this is a twin bed. TV's there as well, and then all of your other connection or buttons and stuff is right there. And then again, if you do the queen bed, it'll be north-south, and then it'll be slightly, slightly less space right here to get around on the 30 and the 28 versus the 27 front bed. The 27 front bed gives you a bigger bedroom. That is one of the things that is unique about it. And of course we have the cabinets above, and you got all the storage underneath. And I'm going to show you one thing about the outside that is very much a difference in it's something you need to know or be aware of when you're considering a 28 or a 27, a 30 or a 27 or a 25, whatever it might be. So let me go outside. I'm going to turn the camera around so I don't walk backwards down the stairs. So just quickly going off back here, we've got storage right there, which is, no big deal. It's right there. It's very easy to get to. I will say the propane quick disconnect is going to be up there. So if you're going to use this as kind of your cooking area, as I like to do, it's not going to work out very well because propane's all the way up there. At least the quick disconnect is. Now this storage here is so easy to get to. Look, I can just turn that. I can drop this down. I got all of this space right here to get something back there, right? Super easy. There's your 50-foot cable. One thing I didn't mention, the 30-foots always come standard 2 ACs with 50 amp. You do not have the option to do a single AC on a 30-foot camper anymore. You used to be able to do that in the 80s, but not anymore. Now here, this is that 30-foot. We got more storage there. This is the twin bed. If it's the queen bed, you're just going to have the storage off the back here. You won't have the side storage compartments for the outside. Now, I'm going to move over to the 25 and the 27. No storage back here because it's a front bed. The storage is in the front. So let me show you what that looks like on a 25 versus the 30 rear bed or the 28 rear bed. This is going to be the same for either one of those. Oh, not this one. That's a 25. 27 is what I should say. The 25 queen bed, sorry, I just had a little bit of a squirrel moment. The 25 rear bed, or queen bed, excuse me, 25 queen bed, you have just this storage compartment there. There's no storage compartment up here. But if you go with the twin bed 25 foot, which is what I have, you have a large storage compartment up here in the front. That is also going to be true for the 27 twin bed, except for the 27 queen bed, you only have the storage off the front because it's a north-south bed, and the bed is where that storage is on the inside. So to get to this storage compartment, you gotta drop that down. Now look, you're not, you know, I showed you the 30, like you just put something in, not this one. So that is something to consider. Now I will tell you this, the #1 selling floor plan for 2024, Airstream just sent the email out to everybody. The #1 selling floor plan on the double axles was the 25 front bed trade-in, which surprised me. That's crazy. Now, prior to that, so say 2023, the #1 selling floor plan was the 27-foot front bed. So most people are not concerned about where that storage is. They're absolutely fine with it, and we're fine with it because ours is a 25 front bed twin that has the storage going all the way around. But that is definitely something to consider when you're deciding which floor plan is right for you. Now, let me say this. A 23 is not going to be right for everyone. A 27 is not right for everyone. A 30 is not right for everyone. It all depends on your camping style and how you're going to use your Airstream when you get it. And that's something that's very important to figure out. Make sure you have time when you're at the dealership to be able to go through these floor plans, sit in them, sit on the commode, stand in the shower, lay down on the bed, tell the salesperson to go back inside and give yourself some time in the unit by yourself before you make that investment. That's something I like to do with all of my customers who come in. I like to try to give them a moment to say like, hey, I'm not leaving you because I don't care about you. I'm leaving you because you need to take some time to sit around, lounge out, sit at the dinette, pretend like you're playing cards, pretend like you're having coffee in the morning and you're looking out the back window, and make sure that floor plan is right for you, because the goal for me at least is that you keep your camper for many years, not that you come back in a year telling me that it's too small or it's too big. So take the time, tell the salesperson, go away, I just need a few minutes, let me hang out in here a little bit and go through the floor plans. And if you want to see every floor plan and compare them, it's December 2024. Get here pretty quick and you can see all these floor plans, and tell them you're working with me and they'll leave you alone. Come inside, say hello, whatever you want to do. But we're kind of low key here, and would love to have you come by. Again, we've got plenty of Airstream models, floor plans. There's a 23-foot trade ones right there. There's a Pottery Barn down there. There's Bambi's there. There's a Caravel. There's base camps. Everything that you can see Airstream wise, we have it. We've got a 19X International. We've got the Atlases. We've got a 24 GT and a 24 GL on the way. We'll be here soon. So we have the inventory here if you'd like to come out and see that. Now I'm going to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you made it to this point and you think that Laura should have been in this video to give her viewpoint on each floor plan, go down in the comments and say, hey Laura, where are you? Why weren't you in the video? And we'll see if she sees those and shows up for the next time. Or hey, maybe we'll redo this video with Laura in it and you can get her viewpoint instead of mine. Because I mean, when it comes to the inside, we all know who's making the decision there. All right guys, I hope you're living riveted. Hopefully I'll see you down the road. Have a great day. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.